Wow. Hello, everyone. This is my third live so far, and I am so happy to be here with you. And this topic for today is going to be about mindset. Now, I feel like I talk about mindset a lot when it comes to diet through lots of different videos, but I feel like it warrants repeating. A lot of us are pursuing a raw vegan diet because of health issues. Maybe it just feels like a calling. Might be, for the idea of just being vegan for the animal's sake. So a lot of us understand there is some, I would say, degree of suffering that either motivates us, whether it's our suffering or indirect suffering, or even maybe suffering from loved ones that we see consuming a particular diet that maybe led to their demise or led to the detriment of their health. So we learn a lesson that way, right? And I think all of us just want to be the best that we can be. Maybe we don't all agree what lifestyle that is or what form of eating or diet that is, but I think we all want to feel our best, right? So with that in good faith, I'm making this video about our minds. If you want to have any degree of success with a raw vegan food diet, you must address your old stinking thinking beliefs. If you find it very hard to be around crowds, or even maybe you have a partner or your children and they're eating quite differently than you are, or quite differently than you would like to eat, then it is a good indication that this video is for you. Because everything that everyone else is doing is really none of your business. So we really do have to have our own vision, cultivate our vision, remind ourselves why our vision is important to us in those times where it's a little tempting or we're a little distracted by other people's way of eating. And we have to just stick to our guns. Even sometimes we don't see the evidence of what we prefer in our end goal and our end vision. We still have to keep the faith. We still have to and how you do this is because and why you would do this is because the vision should be so strong that it is way stronger than what other people are eating or what other people are doing. It should be so compelling to you. It should be like a life or death type of experience. And this is what I find personally, especially when you grow up in a space where a lot of people do not eat like how you're attempting to eat, or do not work out how you're attempting to work out, or whatever the case is, whatever you could be doing. If you don't have that support around you, or that social kind of acceptance and conditioning, you really have to be, I don't know if it's the right word, dogged about it. You have to just hold on to your vision with all you have. And if it is better than the collective vision, and you decide that it's better than the collective vision, which may suggest to you, okay, 45 I'm menopause, 35 I can't have kids, 55 my bones are breaking, all of this type of crap, that people, it's up to them, if they want to believe these paradigms and just unconsciously manifest that for themselves. If that's what they want to do, that's fine. But if you have the audacity to believe that you can have better health than the paradigm that is before you, you really, really, really have to be independent minded. Now you can write things out, you can journal things, you can write an outline, you can do mirror work, you can do affirmations, you can be a part of a raw vegan community where you're always surrounding yourself by people that may face similar challenges and they have similar triumphs, and they help you out, you know? So it's very good to be able to have a community, actually. But when you don't, just remember, you are important. Your vision is important. What you feel like you're called to do, be, and have is important. Who is it important to? Me? No. Yes, but no. It's important to you, and it should be the most important. 2024, a lot of us like to make resolutions. And in the spirit of that, I will say in 2024, if you haven't ever done it before, this year, let it be the beginning. Put yourself first. Now, a lot of us have heard the example of if you have a child and you go on an airplane with a child and say that the plane is going down, right? We don't like to imagine that, but we've heard that scenario before, that the safety people tell you to put the oxygen mask on yourself first, not your child. Think of your health as your child. Why would you put oxygen on your child first? Because if your child survives, they don't have you to guide the child or the baby, to be clear, right? So you need to take care of yourself, and then the baby comes after. So you need to take care of your mind with the same analogy, and this is just really how I look at it. To me, it's that serious. You have to look at yourself as the parent. Your mind is the parent in that situation, and the baby is your bodily health. Now, you can't change anything with the baby, with your bodily health, if your mind is not right. You are the parent. That is the base, that is the foundation. Now, you can quiet your mind and you can just allow things to happen, but that's different. If you have a specific goal of being raw vegan, or not even being raw vegan, of having optimal health, and you allow ideas in, we're just speaking, working with our highest form of self, working with the highest form of ego, okay? We're not just talking about being quiet and allowing in stillness and things like that at this moment. It's about when you are thinking, what are you thinking? What are you focused on? What are you highlighting? What are you believing? And if you've never done this before, at first it can seem like a lot of work. But it is work that has to be done. It has to be done if you plan on shifting to a diet where at least your mind suggests that like 90% of the world either is not doing themselves and or are vehemently against it. You know, people are more open to vegans nowadays. People that identify or claim to be vegans and live as vegans, and restaurants are more open to plant-based eaters, so that's good. But sometimes we feel very strong minority vibes, even just walking in a grocery store, you know, and where some of the fruits that you might want to eat is not so fresh. So what do? You know, it's about preparing yourself as well. That would be the next step. Always not looking at the world as a deficit, right? Looking at the world like it's willing to take care of you, but fancying yourself a little bit of a problem solver. So nothing's gonna stop you from your vision, right? So wherever you go, any situation that you're in, you're just gonna make it work. Oh, you don't have any food for me? Oh, I just won't eat. You know, like you have to just be so diligent about this vision. It has to be so encompassing, so juicy, so delicious that you just wake up and you're like, man, either I'm already in that body in spirit, I can just feel it, see it, taste it, touch it, all of those things already. And I'm just excited to live. I'm excited for life because I get to feel good in my body. I get to thrive, you know. I get to maybe be active with my children, maybe well into my 90s. I mean, how exciting is that? I mean, there's raw vegans that are like in their 80s, 70s, you know, probably hundreds, you know, if mainstream TV didn't show that, that's cool. But I'm certain there are people that thrive on fruits and vegetables that we probably don't even know about, you know. And it makes me excited. I have my own vision and it makes me excited. It makes me excited to even share this message and this information with you. Even though I'm nervous, even though sometimes I feel like I'm shaky on camera, I do have something to say, and I just choose to share more than give in to the fear. And that is another thing that thwarts us. Fear. Not necessarily fear anything in particular, but so many different fears, right? From our old self that comes up. One of them is which that we'll be malnourished. We won't get the nutrients that we need. Or maybe we'll lean our ladder up to the raw vegan building. We'll start climbing and it will be 20 years down the line, and then we'll have some type of disease or whatever the case is. And we're just like, wow, I was doing everything right. What happened? You know? So a lot of inner work has to be done for that to for there to be a more peaceful point of view for you to rest in. And the inner work I would suggest for that is, what is death? What is life? Because the sickness fear that you will be raw vegan and somehow malnourished and somehow lead to death, it's all kind of wrapped into, it's like a ball of crap, basically. There are a lot of, I say fake news, but you have to investigate for yourself. What is life? What is death? I tend to believe, and I'll just share my opinion, which I feel like is knowledge, but it's my opinion, right? That we don't die. Whatever lives or whatever exists forever, right? That's just how I understand it scientifically in my brain. Something exists, it just exists. I don't want to go deeper with that. But so you might say, oh, well, why am I perceiving life? Why am I perceiving death? Keyword, perception. And I also feel that way about pain and disease. So if there is no death and there is only existence or infinite life, then why am I experiencing pain? It's the same idea. It's a paradigm of pain. Now you're feeling sensations, but that's pretty much it. Do those sensations have to lead to death? That there is no death, right? So it's like it unravels. But I implore each and every one of you that are confused about that to actually make it your business, your life's purpose, to understand that. Because once you understand that, you're free. I mean, you can basically eat and do whatever the hell you want to do, basically, and you will never have certain type of consequences from those actions if you really know who you are. And to me, that's my highest calling, that's my highest work, is to allow myself and to share with others that they are God in their lives, that they have whatever they need in them right now. You have the power to change your life right now. You have the power to experience what you really want to experience right now. If this is too woo-woo for you, I understand. Thanks for listening thus far. But I'm going to continue. So these things, to me, have to be mastered. Why do they have to be mastered? For me personally, because it's a part of my vision. It is not a part of my vision to be underneath anything. It's not a part of my vision to be underneath a raw vegan diet. A raw vegan diet is to support me. Everything that my highest self, I have a clear voice of what my highest self is. You have to find that for yourself. My highest self tells me to be raw. Now that's not my final stage. Now there's levels. And I have levels for myself that I can see right in front of me. But because of my concept of time and space, I have to do a little hand holding. I have to do a little patience work for myself to see the manifestation. But one thing I don't have to do is not feel like I'm already there. So I imagine every chance I get. I meditate every chance I get. I affirm. I share with you guys every chance I get because it makes me feel damn good. This is good news. and I'm sharing it. Sometimes I keep it to myself, but when I feel like it's just too damn good, I just share it, right? So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just sharing the love. Like, we are infinite beings. You don't have to be in pain. And actually, a follow up to that, where I'm talking about pain and disease also, my last live, I believe, I was talking about period pains and stuff like that, and it reducing. And it even got better the next month, which I just finished that period as well. So it's just getting better and better. It's getting less and less. And the ego thought came in and was like, maybe you're going through menopause. So it's like, menopause? I'm like, I don't think so. So I went to the Google doctor and I looked up all of the symptoms for menopause. I do not have hot flashes. I'm not dry in certain areas. Talked about hair loss. Don't think so. And it's tricky because, when you change your diet drastically to a raw vegan diet, sometimes hair loss can be one of the symptoms. Not saying it's common, it just happens with different people, right? So, but I don't have any of those symptoms. And say for my age, which I'm in my early 40s, and I had to ask my mom, like, when did you do menopause and stuff like that? Because I'm sharing things with you, so I want to be accurate that it's not this so-called natural process, that I'm actually influencing it. And I feel safe to say that I am actually influencing my period lessening and eliminating. I don't feel any symptoms that is perimenopausal or menopausal. I still have the feelings of PMS sometimes, which is annoying, but it's getting better and better. And I'm not just saying that. It really is getting better and better. I do affirm to, expand myself to where I want to be. But this is both an affirmation and a confirmation in my physical world that my PMS is getting so much better. And the period is like, it is even lessening in the bleeding phase as well. So there are so many other testimonies, and you can go around and look for other raw vegan dieters that actually share the things that they actually heal by just switching to an all raw fruit, vegetable, nuts, sprouted nuts or seeds diet, and you will be amazed. So don't feel alone in that sense, but you are alone in your vision, right? Because it's given to only you. So I won't say don't feel lonely. I will say don't feel lonely, but know that if you're given a vision, and just because there are people around you that don't share your vision, oh, you should have a period, and fine, that's your opinion, right? Even if a doctor says it, it's their opinion. You have to start putting yourself first. So again, I'll just reiterate, whatever it is you want to heal, you can heal. There's testimonies for everything and anything. If your vision is strong and you're here because you want to be raw vegan, don't let anybody take that vision away from you. And I'm here to help, and I'm here to speak out, even while afraid, even while shaky, even while nervous. And I'm just going to keep doing the damn thing. I'm just going to keep sharing, because I feel like that's what's in my heart to do. And I'm only going to get better with these lives. I'm going to start looking down on the screen and looking at the chat and things like that. So thank you for bearing with me. But in the meantime, if you need any assistance, I have some links in the description. I'm going to start updating how I'm going to help you guys more and how I can help more, and seeing how I can help more. So if you have any comments, please leave comments in the comments section. Please like this video. Also share it with someone that you think this can benefit greatly and will see the value in it. And I love you guys, and I know we're going to do great big things in 2024. We just got to get the mind right and be in our own world. And I'm inviting you into my world. So, and it's pretty damn good. It's an awesome ride on this raw vegan ride. And yeah, it's only up from here. So blessings, optimal health, and enjoy your weekend. And I will see you again. Bye.